Well, hey everyone, today I'm going to show you how to assemble our rotisserie. Our rotisserie system is designed to work on the swing frame or on our main cooking frame, so it doesn't really matter whether you have the main cooking frame or the swing frame, it'll work on both, and I'm going to show you how. One of the key components to Flair's system is the Gasmate rotisserie system. We do change the brand from time to time depending on what's available, but at the moment we're using Gasmate, and it comes with these key components. You have the rod and the prongs and the handle and the motor. That's the Gasmate part, and then we have modified the motor so that it works with this motor guard and the rear guard, which fit onto the swing frame or to the main cooking frame. When it's assembled, you're going to end up with some extra rod that you don't need, because you only need the length to fit in the fire, and that's typically one of these full lengths, a short length and another short length the other side, so you'll end up with likely with one full length left and a whole bunch of nuts and bolts that you don't need. Okay, so let's put this together. We're not going to need all these extra nuts and bolts. There's extra rod here that we don't need. You just need to thread enough rod together to go from the front to the back of the fire, and it's typically one long length plus a couple of short lengths. And you just thread that on like so. One of the lengths has a pointy bit on the end, and that goes to the back of the fire. When you thread those on, you're not looking to get them super tight, you're more focused around getting a flat edge right away along. Grab the motor and you put it through the motor so that the on-off switch is facing out towards the handle, which you thread on. So you thread that on, have the motor there, you've got the rod, and you're pretty much good to go. When you're ready for the meat, you can put those on. You just have to loosen them a little bit. First, you undo those, push them through, and again, because these are, you want these flat, otherwise it sort of chunks up against the joins. And you tighten that on. If you had a chicken now, you'd push the chicken through there and force it onto those prongs, and then you'd bring the next set of prongs in and do the same. Now you can fit this onto the bracket. So you've got the motor guard bracket, and that slides on like so, and you've got the bracket for the back of the fire. And in a second, I'll show you how to attach it to your swing frame and to your cooking frame. So with the swing frame, the brackets look like this. You've got the back bracket on here. It just slides on the back with the slot going over the back of the swing frame, and the bulk of the bracket sitting on the base of your frame. The front bracket looks like this with the motor guard facing away from your fire, and it literally just sits on that thicker part of your swing frame. Once that's done, you can grab the motor, the rod, and it's going to have your chicken or whatever you're rotisserieing on there, and you just slide that on to the bracket. Make sure this is sitting into the back bracket. Swing it in and you're good to go. So with the big cooking frame, you just slide your back bracket in the back like so. It's quite hot, so be careful. You can put your front bracket in directly opposite. Then grab your rod and motor and meat all set up and ready to go. Sit it into the back bracket. Slide the motor onto the front bracket here. Turn it on and you're good to go. So that's how to assemble the rotisserie. This is a really easy meal to cook, like rotisserie chicken or lamb. It's super easy. I'm going to show you how in a different video. Enjoy.